Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the 26th of March. It is now 1:06, and this is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Lackawanna County Redevelopment Authority. My name is Kevin McDonough, and at this time, we're going to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, this time we're going to do a roll call, and to my left, we'll start with Tim.
Here.
We have Jack McNulty. Aaron Whitney is unavailable. And then we have Ralph Pappas with us from the Lackawanna County Redevelopment Authority. The Lackawanna County Office of Economic Development. And we also have Krista Magnata with us, and she is our Executive Director, as well as the Executive Director of the Economic Development Department. And we also have with us Catherine Gallagher, our solicitor. Okay. With that being said, today is the election of the officers for the fiscal year of 2025, and at this point in time, the process is I turn it over to the vice chair so that we can have an election, and it's all yours. Our vice chair is Mr. Tim O'Brien, and he will take it from here.
So, read each thing. The chairman states the next item of business is the election of officers and calls for the appointment of a temporary chairman to conduct the election.
And I've appointed you as our vice chair. Our vice chair will be the chair.
Okay, so Tim O'Brien is the temporary chairman. Going on to item 4 here, again, I feel funny just reading this, but the temporary chairman then declares motions or nominations open to the office of the chairman, and I think maybe vice chairman and other officers. Is that, am I factually stated there? The chairman, the nominations are open. Unless you guys have a different view, why don't we just ditto from last year?
I make a motion that the officers retain the same officers.
I'll second it.
I'll third it. All right, the nomination's made and second, and we move on. The chairman declares nominations for office of treasurer, but that's already all covered, right? Everything is covered. So we're complete and finished. Sorry, I stumbled here a little bit, guys, but I wasn't.
Okay. All right, then we'll go back to our normal business. We have no, originally we were supposed to be a Zoom, and we only found out yesterday that we're not able to Zoom, so we've gone live, and did you have anyone that wanted to address the board via?
No, I didn't. We did originally advertise anyone who wants to address the board has until 9 o'clock the morning of the meeting to send anything in, and we haven't received anything.
All right. At this time, I'm going to present the meeting, the minutes from the meeting that we held on December 11th, 2024. I've had an opportunity to review them. Have you looked at them? Jack, have you looked at them?
Yeah, I'd make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second.
So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. The vouchers from December 12th through March 24th, I think we only have one, and I recommend that we pay her.
Are you okay with that?
Thank you.
I would second it.
Okay. We're all good there? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so moved. We have one resolution, And what the resolution is for is for a new auditor. As we all, well, we didn't know that Joe
Somebody sent
Lou.
us something to
Yeah,
approve this.
I had mentioned at our last meeting that I knew Joe Lou was getting away from this part of the business, but I didn't realize that it was that quickly he was getting away, because I knew that we were gonna have to start looking, but we looked that much quicker, and,
So we did start looking, and
yeah, Ralph,
Betty
you can pick it
McHale.
up?
Yep.
Yeah, you sent something in the mail for us to approve.
Right, yeah,
believe.
yeah.
The,
But this will be formal approval now, and
I'll make a motion.
I would second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
do we,
It's a good firm.
I mean, I am supposed to read this.
want to read some of it?
Yes,
Yep.
no, that's fine. We've talked about it, so I'm all right with it. But it's resolution number 1149-25 of the Redevelopment Authority of the County of Lackawanna. And what it is it's approving a professional service contract and execution of engagement letter for the auditing service, for the audit services for the Lackawanna County Redevelopment Authority. And our new professional contract is with Barbetti McHale. They're actually up in Delmar, PA, on East Drinker Street, Mike Barbetti. And the actual, do you have that listed in here? No, okay. So they've agreed to do ours as well as the land bank, right?
Right.
Okay.
right.
And the fee is not to exceed $2,000, which is a cost savings, actually over Joe Lou.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay,
that.
yes. So there was an email poll done of the Board of Directors, and they were all in favor, so it is resolved that the Lackawanna County Redevelopment Authority and the Board of Directors has engaged the services of Barbetti McHale of 1421 East Drinker Street, Dunmore, and I will sign the documents as presented with Jack signing off on it also. So we have a motion that's been approved, and Barbetti McHale is now going to be doing our auditing services.
Yeah, and according to Barbetti McHale, Joe Garvey will more or less heading up the
Okay.
he's the CPA, so.
They're great.
Well, that's, I mean, we knew it was going to be Joe Garvey, but there was nothing in here, so that's why I didn't.
Right,
But
he's
he's the one we
affiliated.
originally
Yeah,
went
one of their
for.
CPAs.
Yeah. Okay. That was really the only line item that we have. And, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't say something to Ms. McNaughton. Do you have anything you want to share with us?
Actually, I don't at this time.
Wow.
You're too busy to think. You are.
That's true.
Do we
Well,
have?
could I add something that maybe that you were involved with? Do you mind if I? bring
No,
that up
please
now?
do.
So with your knowledge and stuff, we have tried to really define what we could do that's different to make us a more meaningful, as we talked, meaningful is the right word, more engaged, whatever the word is. I don't want to be negative. but
Deliberate.
Deliberate. Thank you. So we have met with a young lady by the name of Sarah Hailstone, who is a consultant that's putting a plan together for us to look at, with no commitments, obviously. And if we ever go the next step, we would bring Sarah in to talk about it. But the idea is that, as we previously did, we processed a loan for Lackawanna County through our authority, and everybody wins on that, plus we make a fee, as you know. So with that in mind, one of the things that we may look at doing going forward, again, it's your decisions, to do that for other organizations, because we can only do certain types. We can do for certain political subdivisions, certain authorities, we can process loan requests. And we take no risk, all we do is get a fee. And and we can get a fee. How much did you get last time? Substantial.
It was substantial because of the amount of the
Yeah.
loan, but we got a 2% fee.
And, you know, the benefit for someone coming to us, this would not be for an industrial. This would be more of a small business, maybe, but also for the county, the city, other municipalities in Lackawanna County, and maybe even outside of Lackawanna County. Smaller, where our costs aren't anywhere near what the Industrial Development Authority is. Their costs are unbelievable. Not being negative, but they are. Like, that's where, like, the University of Scranton or Marywood or some large organization with a $30-40 million bond issue, you know, it's very, very expensive. With us, it's smaller and more tailored, and I'm truly optimistic that that's going to happen with everybody's approval. And from your role, you'll have a substantial role in there too as an attorney. And again, it just seems that we could make some money and do good for people, that save them some money and provide tax-free financing to some people that wouldn't get it otherwise. Do you want to add anything to that?
I think it really helps in talking about this for us to define, you know, where our place is,
Yeah.
Opposed to other authorities and boards. I think,
Absolutely.
you know, there at times was often maybe some overlap or some, you know, searching for what our mission and our goals could be. And I think this is helping us to solidify sort of our slice of the pie, so to speak.
With very defined what we can do and what IDA will do.
Yes.
And the other thing, again, it's your guys' idea, I just happen to know the people to talk to, is that we're also maybe looking to some type of residential programs.
Yes.
Because we're allowed to do residential programs in certain tax-free credits. That's what we're allowed by regulation, by the Commonwealth. So if we concentrate on those, to be honest with you,
So there's-
we can really make a difference.
So there's the, you know, all of a sudden it sparked my interest. When you just spoke of residential, okay, I'm in discussions as a front man, we'll call myself, on this, for a possible residential development of 250 acres.
So that is something we could participate in, and it doesn't necessarily have to be low income either. It just
No, no,
doesn't.
It's gonna be a
'Cause-
55-plus community,
Yeah,
okay? So it's infancy. Okay,
But-
I have to, you know, I have a meeting Monday with the developer, and we're gonna see where it goes.
yeah.
So, all right.
So could I
based
add
on-
one other thing so I don't forget, because I will? So the other thing is that Sarah Hailstone, which is really why I called her, because we have dealt with her and where I work. So she has a knack and a skill and a background of finding us grants to do this. And the way we would look at paying her if we move forward is that she's not going to get paid unless we're successful. So
All right,
it's just, you know, I've canceled a meeting, you have, so it's been really busy for you too.
Yes.
So I'm
We're
sorry.
both gonna talk.
No, I'm done.
No, but I want to engage you. No, when you just said, I know Sarah Hailstone many years. I knew her when she was here in Scranton, and then left and went to Allentown. And she did wondrous things down in Allentown. And I used to say, driving through Allentown, the only signs that I ever saw in Allentown were for sale, for rent, for lease. And now you see them, but the whole area is just bounding with expansion. Going down 33, that's all you see. Now, granted, there's a lot of big box, big
all right.
storage units, storage facilities, whatever, but you see a lot of it. And she, you know, I almost, you know, I don't know that she's the one that I should give credit to, but she was the impetus behind a lot of this in Allentown. she was sitting with power players, big people. And I was very happy to see her name is back in Scranton. I haven't, and there's some history there in the roles that we played in, you use the word politics, it's not politics, it's government, okay? But I also know of somebody else that's looking to, when you spoke residential, I mean, we've always been commercial, but now all of a sudden, can we talk to residential?
Well, the answer is we can.
Okay,
So
because,
what I failed to tell you is that we've also met with Brian Kozlowski.
okay,
So obviously, no expenses, no charges, just he did us a favor. So the answer is yes.
okay.
The
Because
criteria,
a little different.
he knows,
probably.
I don't know it, but he does.
Okay,
So-
all right, because I know somebody else that I was just talking to, and they're talking with, I'm not gonna say where it's happening, but they're talking the same type of development I'm talking. And these are in, where I'm from, North Pocono region. And theirs is just townhomes with, I'm not sure exactly where, but they're townhomes, and there's 100 of them that they're talking. I don't know, it's 200 and some acreage, it may push to 300. And it's all up to the developer, whether he wants to pursue it or not. I'm having lunch with another guy tomorrow who just did something that we're thinking about up in Wyoming County. So if we're thinking that we're gonna be able to look at residential,
He was very clear that residential is an option for us.
And I think it's important because it's a national crisis, as you know, and, all housing at this point is needed and accepted, so I think we would be missing the mark if we did not.
Yeah,
this is like a pretty well-kept secret, but another good friend of mine just bought Scranton School for the Deaf.
yeah.
55-plus community. I'm hoping he gets it through, but I think he has Scranton School for the Deaf behind Marywood, out on Wyoming Avenue. Wyoming and Drinker, Electric, I'm sorry.
Oh, there,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
why I
you're
grew
right
up,
down
I
the, right
couldn't
down the
remember.
road.
Yeah,
And I don't know if Bobby has talked to anybody, but I'm gonna, well, he has the money. But still, I mean, something to talk about if we can do anything for him. I mean, he's with the, supposedly he's got, rumor has it that Chris Doherty's working with them. So, but that's great to know.
We'll
That's great
see.
to know.
hopefully by next meeting, we'll have some more, something more substantive to talk about.
Well, I can at least talk to Kristen now about it.
Yes, that'd be great.
We could Kit Kat, she's all smiles.
Well, I do think on resolution 1149-25, I do think we need a vote for that, and I don't think we ever finished it. I think you introduced it, but I don't know that we voted on it.
Okay. All
Did I
right,
jump in too quick?
You're just on it today.
Sorry,
On it today.
I'll make a
Okay.
motion.
I'd second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved, we good?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right, that's some nice news.
We'll see.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
nothing
see.
to lose.
Yeah, the
All it takes is
mean-
money.
developers like, assistance, because then it's not all them in, it's,
Do
Yeah,
you think the train, is that still gonna happen?
I hope so. But I think, my opinion is that it was far enough into the process with Amtrak that I think it would be hard for it to be pulled all the way back. But again, I don't know under this administration, if the project will be slowed down.
Yeah, I believe it'll go. I think the encouraging thing is Bresnahan indicated that he would support it, and that's a big issue. And Jersey is 100%.
Yes,
That's great.
Yeah, President Hand said he was in.
yes.
Okay. All right, well, with that being said, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we're offline now, but, June,
The,
next meeting?
June 12th.
Okay.
Yep.